When I was 16, I started coming to church, and I believe it was January 18th that I got saved, and it was through a worship night.
There was this time where my dad lost his job in the oil field. It was to the point where he wanted to kill himself because he was saying, oh, it will be so much better. You guys will have money for your college. You'll be just so much better without me. And it just made me sad because I'm a daddy's little girl. So then one time we came to church. It was a Sunday, and Miss Katie was preaching for the tithes and offering. And there was this Bible verse about financial problems. And right when she read it, my dad it hit him. He was like, God sent us here today, so I can hear this. I'm not gonna give up. Like, I'm gonna restore my faith again.
This leader came up to me and prayed for me, and she didn't say anything too, specific, but just the general idea of just speaking life into me through prayer. It really changed me, and that's when I made the decision to, just surrender my life to God through prayer. God moves through prayer, and it doesn't only satisfy God to hear prayer, but it changes us, it changes our hearts, it changes our personality, our minds. I've encountered situations where, it's just a night of worship or just kids praying together, and their lives are impacted and their lives are changed. So I think there's something so powerful that happens in the atmosphere when we just all gather together and lift up the name of Jesus.
I came early, and I was by myself in the sanctuary. I kind of just sat down and prayed, and I was just asking, why are you doing this? And like, why can't you just give my dad a job now? And why can't you just heal us now? Like, why is everything happening? And then I realized I was being selfish. Like, I wanted my timing, and I had to wait for his timing. It was his plan, not my plan.
I grew up in a Catholic background, so it was always very, say this, say this, say this, and then you can go to sleep. But it wasn't anything, in my personal view, it wasn't anything with substance. It was just kind of a ritual that I was doing.
When I tried doing See You at the Pole at my school, I asked my principal, and she said, yes, I could do it, but no one from my church can come. And I have to do everything by myself. I can't announce it. I just have to spread the word to my friends. I had to do it in the classroom. I could do it during A lunch and B lunch. What I did was I got together like my favorite teachers. Like, I asked them, can I borrow your classroom during lunch? And they said yes. Since I was in a classroom, I took the advantage of playing a video, and it's called Forgiveness by Matt Chandler. After the video, I basically told them why I was doing it. I said, because today is International Day of Prayer, and I wanted to do something for you guys. Then one person, he was like, can you pray for my grandpa? He has cancer. And I was like, okay. And then once he started, everyone was like, boom, 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 boom. Can you pray? Can you pray? Can you pray? Can you pray? And I was just like, okay, yeah. And once I started praying, once I started mentioning all these things, people just started crying. Many people did pray to give their lives. They told me, can you help me? I want to learn more about him, and I want to give my life to him. Can you help me pray for that? Now, I prayed for them, and after that day, many people were inboxing me, and they were telling me, can you help me pray for this? Can you help me pray for that?
We pray for change right now, Father. We pray for change in relationships, God. We pray for change in families, God. We pray for change in our jobs, God, in our teams, Father. I want to pray for those who are too scared right now. Those who think because they're Christian, God, because they don't fit along, God, because they think, God, that they believe in Jesus Christ, they don't need fear right now, God. This is all possible with you, God. Look at what you've done, God.
I believe in God because I've hit that point where I had nowhere to go to. How many other students go through this? How many go through depression, anxiety? How many feel alone? How many are on that borderline of causing self-harm? There's so much power in prayer that a lot of people don't realize how powerful it is. If you say it with a genuine heart and you really mean what you're saying in your prayer, then God will hear you and He will answer your prayers. But you have to wait for His timing.
The way I pray might be different than the way you pray. I mean, you might get on your knees and you might do other things but it's kind of just a conversation. It can be anywhere. It can be in your car, it can be in your house, it can be in your room. I would go like in my closets at night and just like turn off the lights, because I was kind of emo like that, and I would just talk to God and cry and do all this. And then when I would leave that closet, I really felt like, you know, just through being honest and sharing my, I guess, problems with God, I was already changed.